New stories in an open congressional hearing this week reveals eye-opening claims detailing an alleged secret government program to cover up the existence of unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs.
Has the government conducted secret UAP crash retrieval programs, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, were they designed to identify and reverse engineer alien craft, yes or no?
Yes. Let me be clear. UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries.
Wow, Ryan Graves, the first active duty pilot to come forward publicly about regular sightings of UAPs. He's also the founder of Americans for Safe Aerospace. Ryan Graves, welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So you hear that soundbite. I think a lot of the public was shocked to hear that from an official. As someone who has publicly testified about UAPs for quite some time now, what is your reaction to hearing these claims we just heard from the committee?
Well, I view them as another major step forward in this conversation. It's no longer just the last three witnesses that gave testimony last year. It's a continuing story that I think is prime for further conversation with the new administration coming in.
Ryan, can you remind our viewers of your unique perspective of UAPs? I remember you telling us the story. Share with us what you personally witnessed.
Certainly. I was part of an F-18 squadron that, as we came back from our first deployment, we upgraded our radar systems. And once we did so, we began seeing a number of objects on a daily basis within our working areas that we had no explanation for. They'd often be stationary and anywhere between stationary and supersonic speeds up to 1.2 Mach. And as we moved around the country to fly and train and get ready for our deployment, they either followed us or they were already there, as far south as off the coast of Jacksonville, Florida, from Virginia Beach. And we eventually took video of these objects, some that you're showing right now, and we still yet to have answers to what these are.
And during the hearings, U.S. Navy Admiral Tim Gallaudet revealed details about secret satellite images from a 2015 UFO case, the Go Fast. He's saying that cover-up is unacceptable. Here's more of what he had to say.
The continued overclassification surrounding UAPs has not only hindered our ability to effectively address these phenomena, but has also eroded trust in our institutions.
So, Ryan, do you think the gatekeepers of these alleged secret programs are feeling the pressure now to go public, to say what they know?
I have to assume so. You know, there seems to be two factions of those people that you suggested, those that are willing to come forward with the proper protections in place, and those that are simply unwilling to share any of this information. And so going forward, I think we need to look to the Department of Justice, Congress, and the executive branch to be able to provide those protections so that these people that are willing to come forward have the ability to do so without fear of repercussions.
And we know this is the second congressional hearing open to the public. From your perspective, Ryan, as a whistleblower, are they answering the questions that so many people have, that you have, that other Americans may have?
Well, I think in a conversation like this, there's always a desire for more information. And in an open, unclassified environment such as a hearing, there's always going to be a limitation without those protections to what these people can say. So ultimately, I think it moved the ball forward, but I think the American people and the people listening were interested in hearing more. And I hope that with the proper protections in place, they will hear more.
Staying with that, there are more calls for transparency as well as requests for protection for future whistleblowers. If congressional protection is granted, do you think more people will come forward with their personal stories?
I do. I've talked to a number of people that are interested in moving this conversation. They understand the importance of it. They feel a moral and ethical obligation to bring this information forward. But without the proper protections, they have, you know, it's all risk for them right now and essentially no reward. So they don't want to sacrifice their personal or professional lives at this time to move the conversation forward. So I understand that without the proper protections, they're simply not going to be enabled to come forward.
Former Navy fighter pilot Ryan Graves, always appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.